Hi friends, today we are going to discuss types of matrices. Basically, there are 17 special types of matrices, but in this video, we are going to discuss only 10 special types of matrices. First one, row matrix. A matrix having only one row and any number of columns is called row matrix. Example 2 minus 4, 7. Here, this matrix contains only one row and three columns, and minus 3 comma 5. This matrix having one row and two columns. It means row matrix is a matrix having only one row and any number of columns is called row matrix. Matrix contains only one row and any number of columns is called row matrix. Second one, column matrix. A matrix having only one column and any number of rows. Example minus 2, 6. This matrix contains a single column and two rows. So it's a column matrix. And next one, minus 5, 3, 7. This matrix also having a single column or one column and three rows. So column matrix is a matrix having only one column and any number of rows. Column must be 1 and rows it may be 2 or 3. And third one is square matrix. Number of rows is equal to number of columns is called square matrix. For example 1 minus 2, 3, 5. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. Means this matrix having 2 rows and 2 columns. Hence it is a 2 by 2 matrix and also a square matrix. When number of rows is equal to number of columns, then that matrix is called square matrix. In another example, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 5, 2 minus 1, 9. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. This matrix having 3 rows and 3 columns. Hence it is a 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix. Pi means number of rows is equal to number of columns. The fourth one, diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix must be square matrix. So a square matrix, all of whose non-diagonal elements. So here minus 1 comma 3 are diagonal elements and the remaining these zeros are non-diagonal elements. So diagonal matrix means a square matrix. Already we know that square matrix means number of rows is equal to number of columns. A square matrix, all of whose non-diagonal elements are 0 and at least one diagonal element is non-zero. For example, minus 1, 0, 0, 3. Here this matrix having 2 rows and 2 columns. It is a 2 by 2 matrix and also a square matrix and all of whose non-diagonal elements are 0. Here minus 1 comma 3 are diagonal elements and remaining these 0, this 0 and this 0 are non-diagonal elements. So it is a, this matrix is a square matrix and also non-diagonal elements are 0 and at least one diagonal element is non-zero. For example, minus 1 comma minus 1, 0, 0, 3. It is a square matrix. And another example, 2, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 5. Here 2 minus 1, 5 are diagonal elements and these are non-diagonal elements. Once again, diagonal matrix means a square matrix. It means number of rows is equal to number of columns and all of whose non-diagonal elements are 0. It means except diagonal elements remaining are 0 or at least one diagonal element is non-zero. That is diagonal matrix. And the fifth one is null matrix. Null matrix or zero matrix. So definition for null matrix: a matrix having all the elements are 0 is called null matrix or zero matrix. Example: 0 0. It is this matrix having one row and two columns. It is a 1 by 2 matrix. And another example: 0 0 0 0. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. So null matrix means a matrix having all the elements are 0. Here all the elements are 0. It is called null matrix and it is denoted by 0. I hope that you all understood. The sixth one is unit matrix. Unit matrix means a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix is nothing but a square matrix. A diagonal matrix all of whose diagonal elements are unity or 1. Unit matrix means, once again, a diagonal matrix all of whose diagonal elements are unity. Means all diagonal elements must be 1. And unit matrix is also known as identity matrix. The another name for unit matrix is identity matrix and it is denoted by I. For example, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this matrix is a square matrix and also a diagonal matrix, and the diagonal elements are unity and the non-diagonal elements are 0. So it is a unit matrix. Another example, 1 0 0 1. It is a 2 by 2 matrix and the diagonal elements are 1. So it is also a unit matrix example. And seventh one, scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix all of whose diagonal elements are equal. Diagonal matrix is nothing but a square matrix. So a diagonal matrix all of whose diagonal elements are equal. It means diagonal elements must be equal. Example, 2 0 0 2. Here diagonal elements are 2 2. These diagonal elements are equal values and also it is a 2 by 2 matrix. Also square matrix and also a diagonal matrix. Another example, -6 0 0 0 -6 0 0 0 -6. Here these are diagonal elements and the diagonal elements are equal and the remaining are 0. Diagonal elements are equal. It is a 3 by 3 matrix because it having 3 rows and 3 columns. 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix and also a diagonal matrix. And next, eighth one, upper triangular matrix. So definition for upper triangular matrix is a square matrix in which all the elements below the diagonal elements are 0. Means upper triangular matrix means a square matrix, means number of rows is equal number of columns in which all the elements below the diagonal elements are 0. Example, -3 2 0 1. First, this matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2 matrix means number of rows is equal number of columns. 8 is a square, and below the diagonal element is 0. Another example, 1 minus 2 3, 0 5 minus 4 0 0 9. So it is a 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix in which the elements below the diagonal elements are 0. Here 1 5 9 are diagonal elements and below the diagonal elements are 0. So it is a upper triangular matrix. The ninth one, lower triangular matrix. A square matrix in which all the elements above the diagonal elements are 0. Means example, minus 2 0 3 1. Here minus 2 1 are diagonal elements and the above the diagonal elements value is 0. Another example, 3 0 0 2 minus 5 0 3 1 9. Here this is a 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix in which elements above the diagonal elements. Here 3 minus 5 9 are diagonal elements and the above the diagonal elements are 0. So it is a lower triangular matrix. Once again, a square matrix in which all the elements above the diagonal elements are 0. It is a lower triangular matrix. It means once again above the diagonal elements value 0 is called lower triangular matrix. Here also above the diagonal elements values 0. And 10th one, trace of a matrix. The sum of all the diagonal elements of a square matrix is called trace of a matrix. For clear understanding, an example, if A is equal to 1 minus 2 3 6, then trace of A is, solution, trace of A is equal to, we know that trace of A is sum of all the diagonal elements of a square matrix. So here A is equal to 1 minus 2 3 6 is a 2 by 2 matrix and also a square matrix. And for finding the trace of this matrix, we have to sum all the diagonal elements. So here diagonal elements are 1 6. So trace of A is equal to 1 plus 6, that is equal to 7. So trace of A is equal to 7. And another example, if A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then trace of A is, here A is a 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix. For finding trace of this matrix, we have to sum all the diagonal elements. So here diagonal elements are 1 5 9. So trace of A is equal to sum of the diagonal elements, that is equal to 1 plus 5 plus 9, that is equal to 15.